What's going on, guys? So yeah, Xbox has done it again. They've increased the price of their Game Pass Ultimate from $16.99 to $20 to $30. Last year it was $16.99. They increased it to $20. Now they're going from $20 to $30 per month. If you buy it for a whole year all at once, it's going to be $360 upfront for a year right there for you. Now, this has just been a reoccurring thing for Xbox. Like, I don't know how they think they can get away with this. Like, bro, the website that you go to cancel your Game Pass subscription was overloaded. They broke the website because so many people were trying to cancel their subscription. Now, I don't want to talk only about Xbox. Of course, this is pretty much about them. I'm making this video because of them, right? But it's not only them, but for now, I guess we'll focus on them, right? So I don't understand why they do this, because if you look at Xbox, we're just going to take PlayStation and Xbox, right? Why would anybody get an Xbox over a PlayStation nowadays, especially when Xbox is, they don't have exclusives anymore. Really, like, everything's going to go over to PlayStation eventually, whether it's day one, whether it's a year later, or any time in between, right? They're going to get the exclusives, at some point. Might not be a game like Halo. I was gonna say Forza, but actually Forza Horizon 5 went to PlayStation early this year, I think. Forza Horizon 6, no doubt, is probably gonna come there in like 6 months after it comes out next year. I mean, it depends on the time frame, right? But it won't take too long to go over to PlayStation. Now, I don't know what Xbox has been on lately, but I mean, I don't know how they think they can get away with this. Like, it doesn't make sense to me when I hear this. When I hear that they've increased the price of their consoles, accessories, Game Pass. They've done this multiple times, by the way, over the past like year or so. And yeah, whenever they do this, I just kind of look at them and I'm like, who do you guys think they are, right? Like, I don't want to give PlayStation, I don't want to say they're justified in increasing the prices of their things, right? But if it were anybody between like the big three, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo, I'd say PlayStation has the most justification for increasing the price of, I mean, anything, right? They actually have games that are worth getting on their consoles, right? Like, not every game is gonna go to PlayStation, sorry, to Xbox. Like, the big ones like Uncharted, The Last of Us, at least now, at least for the foreseeable future, right? Those games are not going to Xbox anytime soon. I highly doubt it. A game like Helldivers, which was, it launched, I think it launched on PC, I think, right? A game like that, right? Like, that went over to Xbox, but I highly doubt games like, the flagship titles, the flagship PlayStation exclusive games. I highly doubt they're going over to PlayStation oh my God, I keep saying PlayStation, over to Xbox anytime soon. So there's a reason for you to go out and buy a PlayStation, right? You don't go buy an Xbox because, I mean, you want to play friggin' Forza Horizon. And if you do, I mean, no offense, right? But you don't do that for the most part. You don't do it for Halo anymore because the last Halo game was 2021. It wasn't even that good. Apparently, $500 million and they couldn't even do it, right? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Why would you get an Xbox when you can get a PlayStation and get the better exclusives, and then get the exclusives from Xbox probably like 6 months to a year after? And the consoles are actually less. I think the Xbox Series X is $600. Crazy. The normal PS5 is $550. Like, there's an Xbox that's $800, bro. I think it's 2 TB and it has a skin on it of some sorts. Like, I think it's just black, actually. I don't even know, right? $800, more than the PS5 Pro, which they increased from $700 to $750. The Xbox Series S, the halfway point between the Xbox One and the Series X, which launched at like $300, is now $100 more at $400, bro. That was the price of the PS5 digital edition when it first came out. Now it's $450, right? But when it first came out, it was the same price as it is now. Insane. Like, the Xbox, Microsoft, did they actually think this through? Because it doesn't make sense, right? Like, as of right now, unless maybe they're playing chess and I'm looking at it like checkers, right? Like, they have nothing going for them in the future. It's like they're giving their exclusives away. They're increasing the price of their consoles. They don't even have that many exclusives to begin with, right? You look at the other side, you look at PlayStation, their consoles are cheaper. They have an actual pro console that's cheaper than this, 2 TB normal Xbox Series X. They have more exclusives that actually are worth, actually getting a console for. Like, why would any person who doesn't care about, the whole console war thing, PlayStation or Xbox, why would they go get an Xbox when they could get a PlayStation and get far better games? They can get more games. They can pay less for their console. Like, I just don't see where they're going with this. And, it's not even only about Xbox, right? So we talked about that. Looking at the gaming industry in general, right? Like, them doing this, I think PlayStation eventually they're gonna do something similar. As of right now, I don't think they're gonna do it because they see how they saw quickly how, you know, how this went. Like automatically the servers, the website to cancel your Xbox Game Pass subscription went down, bro. It overloaded from the amount of people who went to cancel it. But all these price increases, they have an effect on the other company, right? The competition, like Nintendo, and they decided they wanted to make some of their games $80, $90. And guess what? Xbox decided we're gonna make, I think it was Outer Worlds 2 $80, but they backtracked. They were like, yeah, I don't think we should do this. It's not a good idea, so we're gonna drop it back down to 70. I don't know who they thought I don't know who they thought they were doing that, but yeah, it's smart of them to go back on their word on that one. But what they did do was increase the price of their consoles, their accessories, Game Pass again. Bro, within the last like 4 months, they had 2 price increases on their consoles. Like, that's ridiculous. It's so simple for companies. They'll look at it like this, like, why could Xbox do it and we can? Why can Xbox make their consoles $600? Why can't we do the same thing? Especially when PlayStation knows that they're on top. PlayStation could easily just put another $50 on top of their consoles and just call it a day. It's just a chain reaction. It starts a chain reaction and it just goes on and on and on. Like, we're going backwards. We've been going backwards for some time now. There was a time when consoles, as time went on, they went down in price. I saw someone say in one of their videos, now you would have gotten the best deal you possibly could have gotten if you got these next gen consoles the day they came out, or, you know, the year they came out. But now, you know, you got to pay more for them. And in Xbox's case, it's like $100 more than when the console first came out. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the Xbox Series X was $500, just like the PS5. Now it's $600. At the end of the day, I think what it's going to cause is just people to be more selective with Game Pass, right? Like, you know, they still have some good deals. Like, I'll just take Call of Duty, for example. A lot of people are getting tired of Call of Duty, buying it every year. So if they want to play it and they have an Xbox, they'll just buy Game Pass and they can play it for however long they keep their Game Pass subscription for. They pay for it every month, then they can pay every month until they're tired of playing that game, and that's it. They stop paying. Or if there are some other games that go on Game Pass, like I think Outer Worlds 2 I mentioned earlier, I think that's going to be on Game Pass. Forza Horizon 6 is going to be on Game Pass, no doubt, day one next year when it comes out. So games like that, yeah, people might want to, you know, re-get their subscription and, you know, play those games for a little bit and, you know, maybe cancel it again because they're not trying to pay continuously for something that they might not use all the time, or use, you know, just a little bit, or not even use it all. Yeah, just let me know your thoughts on this. As always, it's crazy to see, right? Like, they've been doing this, they've been on a spree for like the past 4 or 5 months doing this. They've been doing this really for like the past year or so. So yeah, you're gonna be someone who cancels their subscription. Have you already done it? Or are you gonna keep it because you actually use it and you think it's worth it? And if you guys enjoyed the video, like it up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.